Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC. I am going to talk to you guys today a little bit about the straps and things that I use. It's funny, I've been putting knives in people's hands, non-knife people, and they kind of look at the way that the sheath is set up and the clip and the button lock, or this button that there's on that, a snap, and they get kind of lost and they don't know what to do. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. I know a lot of you are knife people, and maybe you have experienced the pull-a-dot strap, but I want to talk to you guys a little bit about it. But before I do, please head over at Aries EDC on Instagram. Check me out. I post a lot of videos and pictures of projects I'm working on, and just kind of like, you'll see the process of how these knives are created, because these are two knives that I made. And if any of you guys saw the video, the short that I did on this knife, it is sold. Unfortunately, you guys missed out. You can check out my Etsy page though. Just go to Etsy, search for @AriesEDC as a seller. This one is still available, so if you like this one, please head over, check it out. You'll see all the info and everything. I try to make all that as accurate as possible. So let's talk about the way I have my sheaths set up and how they use. So I set up my sheaths. If you buy a knife from me, you're going to get it exactly like this. It's going to be attached to the blade, attached to the sheath. The strap is I'm talking about. And I have it set up to do horizontal carry, right side pull, but you're more than welcome to flip everything around. That's what's great about why I use these straps, and what I'm going to really talk to you guys about that today is how universal it is. And what I like about it, it's low profile. So when you're carrying that, your belt goes through here, and literally that's it. I mean, it sticks out that far, and it's not going to intrude on your everyday life. Getting in and out of vehicles all day, I can understand that. And when I carry these, you can tell the belt's going here. And I wish I had a better way to show you guys this, but I really don't. The belt goes here, but it hangs just far down enough to where it's not going to intrude. You know, I'm not the healthiest guy in the world. I got a little belly, and it doesn't pinch, it doesn't do anything, so it's very comfortable, and that's why I set up these knives in that way. So same with this one. And this one, actually, you can tell I used the middle hole for this instead of the bottom, so it can actually hang a little lower or shallower depending on whatever you want. They're very adjustable. So let's talk about this. I try to make all of my sheaths with a little thumb. I don't know what you want to call that, a little upturned thumb. So when this is attached to you, and when I take the knife out of the sheath, I'm going to put my thumb right here, and all you have to do is apply a little pressure, and the sheath will pop right off, and it clicks in. To me, that's super important to get that little click. I don't know if you guys heard it, but you get that little click going out, click going in. That way that knife is very secure. It's not going to fall out on you, which would be very unsafe. So if you get one of my knives, or really anybody who makes a Kydex sheath, you're just going to put your finger there and pop it off. And that's how you deploy, or I guess to pull the knife out. As far as this is a pull-a-dot button or a snap, and these can be very finicky, especially brand new, straight out of the package. They're very tough, but once you get used to how they work really well. So if you want to take this strap off, or take the knife off your belt in the middle of using it, and you don't want to take your belt off, because there are some systems where you actually have to take the belt off and then you have to pull the knife off, which is kind of a pain. So what you have to do is pull the dot. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's actually a dot at the bottom of the snap. And you just got to pull up on the dot and it comes right off. And then to put it back on is the opposite. So you kind of put the top of the snap on the snap and you pop it on. So you just got to pull it off. But that can be kind of tough at first. So I'll use a little pry tool or a screwdriver. I kind of made this pry tool with some extra steel I had. I keep it laying around here. So I use that to pop it off, to try to break all the snaps in, so that once you get it, it's fairly easy. Sometimes I get the opportunity to do it, sometimes I don't, but they do loosen up over time and get very easy. This one is super simple, just comes right off. But let's talk about how they work. So literally, all you have is this one screw that holds everything together. So you can undo that screw and everything's going to come off. So the strap can come off. So if I would rather have this vertical, you don't even have to take the strap off for this really. On some of my knives, you can just loosen that screw up and you can rotate this around. But let's say I wanted to carry it vertically, it would be very easy to just pop that back on and have that vertical instead of horizontal. If you want to take this out and make it a little longer, you can. If you want to make it a little shorter, you can. If you'd rather it be in the middle hole to carry this way, you can. It's very, very versatile, very easy. You can even probably put this down here. Let's see, I haven't even tried this. You can put that there. Oh, look at that. And it would still hold a belt in there, right? So if you like vertical carry and that's what you want to do, or if you prefer scout carry or whatever you guys need, that clip is very versatile. And what I like about it, because there are several different types of clips out there for you to use, and they're all very good. There's nothing wrong with any of them. It's all personal preference and what you would rather do. Let's see, how do I put that on? That's right. It goes this way. It goes this way. It's all completely up to you. So let me put this back on. Just gonna line that up. One screw. Screw it in. Nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. Again, start from the top till you hear it click and it's in. So here's one example. So I have, and I've shared with you, my CRKT Minimalist. Great little knife. And the way that they have when you buy this knife, it comes with this clip. And it comes with this other piece, I believe, that goes on there. I probably threw all that stuff away. It's been so long. And it comes with like these standoffs and the screw system. But I wanted it as low profile as possible for my carry and for what I like. So I put the clip on this way. It works. But if I wanted to take this knife off my belt, I actually have to undo my belt because there's no clip. There's no way to get it on, and it only fits in a belt that's what? Let's see. What is that? 1.5 inches? Yeah, 1.5 inches thick. So if you have a 2-inch belt, you couldn't even use this strap. But for this, if you wanted a 2-inch belt, it would work. Here, look. This one's all the way up. So 2-inch belt, it would still fit within that space. That's 2 inches right there. So it's going to be tight, but it would still fit. The 2-inch belt's kind of a thick belt, but 1.5 inches is probably where most belts are. But these work really well. I just recently purchased my Hummingbird, my Knights Element Hummingbird, and it came with this clip, which is a very tactical clip, and it has all these holes that you can attach things wherever you want. but I found this pretty bulky. I don't know about you guys. Maybe leave me a comment what your thoughts are on something like this. It's very tactical, very, I guess, user-friendly. It has this button here that would allow you to unclip the knife and be able to take it off. I guess your belt slides through here, and it works that way. But that was kind of bulky to me. Like, I'm looking at the profile, and if that is where if this obviously doesn't go for this knife, but if you have that horizontal carry, which I prefer, that knife's going to stick out that far from where you are instead of being right next to you. So I don't know. I feel like I would bang on things and get it caught on things, and although it's very tactical and very great, I don't know. There's also the UD clips or UD clips. Those seem very nice. I've never been able to play with one of them, but I think maybe I'll buy a couple to see if they work for my knives. The only thing is, they're like $15 for the small one, where these are fairly cheap. I can get, they're about $5 each with all of the hardware. And you can get these if you want. And Maker Knife Supply has them, and there's other places that have them. Knifekits.com. And then they have all kind of different colors and everything else. And one day I'll play with some of the colors and do some of that. But for right now, I think from talking to you guys, black is kind of where everybody wants to be. So I'm fine with black. I have some gray ones. I might put on some sheaths. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys today, show you how to do that. If you do get a knife and the dot is very difficult to get, don't worry. You could just break it in and it'll be fine. Just keep opening and closing it. You do it about 4 or 5 times and all of a sudden it becomes very much easier to do. Again, if you're interested in any of my knives, check me out on Etsy. I will try to leave a link in the description to that, but it is in my bio as well. This is a very cool knife. This is a Cardinal model, 440C stainless, black burlap micarta, nice green G10 liners. Nice little package for any everyday carry uses that you have. But anyway, that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you liked it. Please, if you have any questions, leave a comment. Give me a follow or subscribe to the channel. Check me out over on Instagram. Or not. Again, like I always say, that choice is yours.